Hello students, now start with part 2 of chapter Structure of Atom. Here we are going to start with Thomson model of atom. It is also called watermelon model, also called plum pudding model. As shown on the screen, there are electrons embedded in the positive C, that is positive sphere. So the points of this model are: number 1, J.J. Thomson proposed that an atom may be regarded as a sphere of approximate radius 1 ct 8 cm carrying positive charge due to protons and in which negatively charged electrons are embedded. In this model, the atom is visualized as a pudding or cake of positive charge with electrons embedded into it. The mass of atom is considered to be evenly spread over the atom according to this model. Now, what are drawbacks of Thomson model of atom? This model was able to explain the overall neutrality of the atom. It could not satisfactorily explain the result of scattering experiments carried out by Rutherford. Rutherford alpha particle scattering experiment. Rutherford performed some scattering experiments in which he bombarded thin foils of metal like gold, silver, platinum or copper with a beam of fast moving alpha particles. The thin gold foil had a circular fluorescent zinc sulfide screen around it. Whenever alpha particles struck the screen, a tiny flash of light was produced at that time. From these experiments, he made the following observations, and the experimental setup is shown as: there is a lead cavity in which radioactive element radium is kept. It is the radioactive particles in the form of rays are allowed to pass through a fine slit. Now, so that a single ray pass, when it is allowed to fall on the very thin foil of gold, some of the particles they move straight and maximum of the particles they strike the fluorescent screen at different angles. When they strike on the zinc sulfide screen, various spots are obtained and there are very few particles they strike at of very small angles, and some of the particles they also went back in the same direction from where they came. Most of the alpha particles pass through the foil without undergoing any deflection. A few alpha particles underwent deflection through small angles. Very few were deflected back, that is through an angle of 180 degree. From these observations, Rutherford drew the following conclusions. Number 1. Since most of the alpha particles pass through the foil without undergoing any deflection, there must be sufficient empty space within the atom. A small fraction of alpha particles were deflected by small angles. The positive charge has to be concentrated in a very small volume that repelled and deflected a very positively charged alpha particles. This very small portion of the atom was called nucleus. The volume of the nucleus is very small as compared to total volume of atom. What was Rutherford's nuclear model of an atom? The positive charge and most of the mass of the atom was densely concentrated in an extremely small region. This very small portion of the atom was called nucleus by Rutherford. The nucleus is surrounded by electrons that move around the nucleus with very high speed in circular paths called orbits. Electrons and nucleus are held together by electrostatic force of attraction. Now, what is atomic number? The number of protons present in the nucleus is equal to the atomic number and it is represented by Z. For example, the number of protons in hydrogen nucleus is 1. In sodium it is 12. Therefore, their atomic number is 1 and 11. In order to keep the electrical neutrality, the number of electrons in an atom is equal to the number of protons. For example, number of electrons in hydrogen atom and sodium atom are 1 and 11 respectively. Means Z is equal to number of protons in the nucleus of an atom is equal to number of electrons in a neutral atom. Especially pay attention to the term neutral atom. Now, mass number. Number of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus are collectively known as nucleons. The total number of nucleons is termed as mass number of the atom. Mass number is represented by A. A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. What are isotopes? Atoms with identical atomic number but different atomic mass number are known as isotopes. For example, hydrogen has 3 types of isotopes: protium, deuterium and tritium. Means protium has mass number 1 but number of neutron 0. Deuterium has mass number 2, number of neutron 1. Tritium has mass number 3, so number of neutron 2. Characteristics of isotopes. Since the isotope of an element have the same atomic number but different mass number, the nuclei of isotopes contain the same number of protons but different number of neutrons. Since the isotopes differ in their atomic masses, all the properties of the isotopes depend upon the mass as different. Since the chemical properties are mainly determined by the number of protons in the nucleus and the number of electrons in the atom, the different isotopes of an element exhibit similar chemical properties. For example, isotopes of carbon on burning give carbon dioxide. Isobars. Isobars are the atoms with same mass number but different atomic number. For example, carbon 614 and nitrogen 714. Other examples are argon and potassium and carbon. Now, what are drawbacks of Rutherford model? Number 1. When a body is moving in an orbit, it achieves acceleration. Thus, an electron moving around nucleus in an orbit is under acceleration. According to Maxwell's electromagnetic theory, charged particles, when accelerated, must emit electromagnetic radiations. Therefore, an electron in an orbit will emit radiations. The energy carried by radiation comes from electronic motion. Its path will become closer to nucleus and ultimately should spiral into nucleus. But actually this does not happen. Thus, Rutherford's model cannot explain the stability of atom. Rutherford model does not give any idea about distribution of electrons around the nucleus and about the energies. So, developments leading to Bohr's model of atom, dual character of electromagnetic radiations, experimental results regarding atomic spectrum. Now, what is electromagnetic wave theory? This theory was put by Clerk Maxwell. Points are: the energy is emitted from any source continuously in form of radiations called radiant energy. The radiations consist of electric and magnetic field oscillating perpendicular to each other and both perpendicular to direction of propagation of radiation. These waves do not require any medium.